Okay, everyone. While the cookie is under the oven, we can discuss something about the food. And this video is about the steam bread. Steam bread. Actually, everybody knows there is a food called a steam bun in Taiwan. But the recipe is different. And I tried the the recipe of toast of bread, but I use steam to cook those bread. So it's called a steam bread. But actually in Taiwan, we always call that steam bun. It's called a mantou. I have no idea in your country. Do we? I believe there will be similar product like this. But in most of the Western countries, they prefer to use oven to roast the flour product like bread, toast, or French bread, something like this. Uh, and some students' response is this one very positive because they think the steam bun in the Taiwanese flavor, there's a little bit, how can I say that? Not so juicy. How can I say that? The glue in the bread is not enough, not sticky again. But about when we use bread flour, it will become more elastic. The chewing, the texture of chewing is much better than the one. And because I use a little bit of the sunflower oil, in the beginning, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, I tried to prepare toast with butter. I mean the real butter from milk, but that is very expensive, very expensive. Then I tried many times, and my conclusion is we can use soybean oil. We can smell it. We can use sunflower oil. It's also good smell. But when we use canola oil, no flavor. The flavor is, how can I say that? Much less than normal one. Thus, I decided to use soybean oil to prepare the bread. And this moment, I use the way to cook. I use steam. So we call it steamed bread. But forgive me, because it's impossible to prepare 50 pieces of that. You know that there are 15 students here. But actually, this morning, they prepared those maybe 150 cookies. Later, one student can select three. You can you can uh, you can use that, then pick three on your hand, or you can use the paper utensil. Either one is okay. Because I noticed that most of you did not bring your own utensils. Okay, so you can use this. You can use this. Okay. Okay. And next week, we still trying to do something different. And maybe next week will be last time we have the snacks during the class time. And after today's class, I will recalculate your attendance. Then I will arrange. Sorry that I said the words 2 weeks ago, but because I ignored the. Okay, is it done? Okay, who want to help? Wear the glove to prevent heat damage. Okay. Okay, let me take a video here. Wear the gloves. Okay. 1 minute, please. You can place on the top of the. It's plastic. Okay. It's very hot. On the top of it here. Is it okay? No. Just place the whole plate. No, not even. It's okay. Is it okay? Place it. Then you will cool down very quickly, and place the second part of cookies. Okay. How about the timer? You can turn the knob over 15 minutes. Is it over 15 minutes? later we will unplug the power, so it's okay. It's okay. Could you please do me a favor and pick up this one with your gloves, here, and place on the desk in the front. Here. Follow me here. Maybe here. Okay, thanks. Let it cool down. Okay, thanks. Okay, and today the recipe is eggs, sunflower or soybean oil, and cake flour, and the white sugar. We call it white sugar, and it's not a powder; it's granulated, and it's easier to dissolve in the dough. Okay. Before I go ahead, I want to share one information with you about the food poisoning in the U.S. Do not eat raw dough. Okay, before I start, I want to share this information. Okay, here I use the information from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It's very it's one of the government organization in the U.S. The topic is raw flour and dough. And because the flour doesn't look like a raw food, but the most flour is raw, it means it hasn't been treated to kill germs that cause the food poisoning. When I was in the US, I did very real work about baking, and I didn't believe that Americans would eat the raw dough. But until I came back to Taiwan, and my wife and we baked some cookies and some bread in our kitchen, then I found I was wrong because some dough with the fermentation with the yeast, it smells really good. Especially we use some butter and it smells really good. Then I couldn't help myself, and I took a little part and I ate the dough. Sure, I didn't have any food poisoning. I was lucky. But this event will remind us. Okay, here steps like grinding the grain of bleach flour do not kill harmful germs. Only steamed with the product or back of the product will kill the germs, kill the bacteria or some microorganisms. And sure, baking mixture you buy at a store, you can get sick if you eat unbaked dough or batter made with flour containing germs. And I know there are some cases. Some Americans ate the raw dough or raw batter, then got sick. Let me show you some cases here. Okay, here, the case was happened in the year 2023. Salmonella is one of the most dangerous bacteria about food poisoning. The Salmonella outbreak linked to raw cookie dough. Yes, today we were handling the cookie dough like today, and the cases 26, hospitalization 4. Maybe the other 22 were lucky. Death 0. Okay, they were lucky. Instead 6. The outbreak is over, but any raw cookie dough made with unpasteurized eggs or raw flour can have germs like Salmonella and E. coli. Always follow cookie dough baking instruction in the recipe or the package label. Okay, here before, how about, let me ask a question. What is the term unpasteurized? And the opposite side is pasteurized. Who can tell me what does it mean? Pasteurized. Who can tell me? Because the process or the condition is very important in the further process is also in safety. But most people were not aware of this. Pasteurized. This term came from a great scientist called Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur, a French scientist, and he created a, how can I say that, sanitizing way, and later it was named as pasteurization, and the verb is pasteurize. And what does it mean? Unpasteurized eggs. Yeah, okay. But now I need to stop because my major is food microbiology. So I need to memorize all conditions here. Okay, could you help me? There is a assignment here. Could you help me check the temperature and time about the pasteurization of eggs? First, about eggs, of milk, and of wine and beer. Could you check the conditions of those foods? Let me give you a hint. Different foods has different temperature and heating time. Please remember, try to find the reliable information source. Pasteurization of eggs, wine, milk, and beer. Eggs, 145 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius. 6 degrees, 16 Celsius, 60, 60, 3 to 2.50. Maybe it's a little bit strange here. 60, right? 60. Actually, 60 is not enough to kill. You will check the definition, pasteurization. Yeah, could you send the reference source to the line group? Yeah, because in a long time ago, there is a term called low temperature and long time. Sorry. And the second one, 1 minute please. High temperature and short time. We need to memorize the conditions here. It's called LTST. LT. Low temperature, long time. High temperature, short time. For milk, for milk, MILK, milk. Okay, the condition is 63 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. It's called a low temperature. But how about the high temperature? Generally, 72 degrees Celsius. How about the time? 15 seconds. You'll be amazed because 15 seconds. Wow, the temperature difference is only 9 degrees Celsius, right? The difference is only 9, but the time 30 minutes, 15 seconds. How much time is here? Our 1 minute. 1 minute is 4 parts of the 1. That is 120 times longer than that one. Just increase the temperature to 9 degrees. Okay, could you please check one condition about milk? The milk ultra high temperature. The temperature and the time. Actually, if you have chance to buy fresh milk, in our language call them fresh milk, but the definition is different from many countries internationally. The temperature and the time. 2 seconds. Almost 2 seconds. And how about the temperature? 138. Yeah, generally 140 or 145. 145. Like maybe 2, maybe 3 to 5 seconds. Okay. Actually, when I was a student, we need to memorize those conditions. But here, one more question. You can think it's an assignment, but you don't need to answer it now. Generally speaking, at the normal atmosphere, for example, here, very close to 1 atm atmosphere here, theoretically the boiling temperature is 99.7 or 1.8 degrees Celsius. Only the sea level, the boiling point is 100.0 degrees Celsius, right? Okay, and here in theory the boiling temperature is 99.7. But I have a question: how can you get your raw milk become 138 or 140 degrees Celsius? How can you do that? How can you do that? Then how can you control 2 seconds? How can you control just 2 seconds, no more? Because if you heat that under such high temperature for maybe 10 or 1 minute, first, is a waste of energy. Second, it will break the flavor of the milk. So how do you think, do you ever thought this one, how to reach this condition, 140 degrees Celsius for 2 to 5 seconds? Or you never thought about this question? I'm a full microbiologist. We need to memorize those conditions. Okay, how about if you are interested about this topic, you can find the appropriate answer just in seconds. But I will not answer it now because I try to induce your curiosity. Again. At home, normally the temperature is 99.7 in this building. But in the upstairs, in the biology laboratory, we have an autoclave. And it's artificial pressure container. When we close the lid, and the temperature will decreases because the atmosphere, the pressure is also increased up to maybe 1.2. And the highest temperature of this one generally is 121 degrees Celsius, heating for 15 minutes. And this is called sterilization. Maybe in the accent, stereo. in Taiwanese accent, it's sterilization. It means kill all germs or microorganisms. Sterilization, and the condition is 121 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Is it okay? So I encourage you to write down those conditions and find the appropriate heating temperature and the heating time. Is it okay? It's okay. Okay, very close to the break time. How about have a 10-minute break? Then we will enjoy the cookies. We will enjoy the cookies. Okay, have a 10-minute break. See you later.